I've seen this all. That's the beauty of the world and of how God looks at us and makes us in His own image. Everybody is mixed. I mean, I'll look at my life, for example. I've got an Indian father, a colored mother. But if you look back at our roots, especially from my father's side, Shadrach is not synonymously known as an Indian surname. It's actually a Babylonian / Persian surname.
Yes.
So I've got a surname that derives from the Middle East. And how mixed am I? And I always look at it, and like you said earlier, Alan, the color of a person's skin should never define us. It's what's in our hearts. And when I looked at segregation, was growing up, a very good friend of mine, Nathan and I used to speak about this all the time. And to this day, you mentioned earlier about the black people not feeling the same wrath as the colored people did. But what happens when there were blacks that were in relationships with coloreds? Because what had happened was, when I was in school, Nathan and I would sit together, and we couldn't understand this notion of how people, especially our age, of coloreds, segregated other colors. Because it came down to the skin color. If one colored was not as light as another colored, then we would push that colored aside. And the thing that ticked me off the most was hair. If that colored person's hair wasn't as straight, we would use derogatory remarks, and we would push that person aside again. And you find out that over time, if that person had a bit of black in them, or was a black father or a black mother, and a colored father or a colored mother, whichever gene came on stronger, that person would resent being colored. And the same if it's a white person, they might have also resented being colored because of the things that we have done as people. And it just brought me back down to it when I looked at him and he said, it's such a stupid thing that we are still today indoctrinated when it comes to hair and the color of your skin.